This Saturday is looking like a pretty big night for Skyflight on Collision because we have two big matches.
Marina Shafir!
It's Zeta Steel!
You know me! Which is why last week it took 2 people to jump me? Unlike these other girls, I bully bullies.
And Don Callis family, we have a little bit of a history with you guys. We know exactly how you guys move and operate, like Clone. He's moving undefeated. We could change that. Well, what about Kyle Fletcher? It's his big return to TV tonight.
He ain't ready.
Which leaves us with one person, Josh Alexander. You know, your sights are so focused on Kenny Omega that you are not ready for the athleticism of this team. But we can clean that up.
Everybody's thinking about what's next. You should be focused on what's now.
Because the morning doesn't matter if you can't survive the night.
A big challenge thrown up to the Don Callis family and the Death Riders by Skyflight and their newest member, Zeta Steel.
This next bout is a trios match set for 1 fall. Approaching the ring first, Tekla, Sky Blue, Julia Hart, Triangle of Madness.
Brian, Tekla, Julia Hart, and Sky Blue, Triangle Madness, one of the most twisted, most sinister trios we have ever seen here in AEW.
Yeah, and you know, somebody like Tekla, she's really hard to prepare for, and I think she's really improved the standing with the Sisters of Sin. I mean, they can come from anywhere at any time, attacking people. They've become a really dangerous trio.
Remember, the word was out on Tekla from day one. She arrived attacking Jamie Hayter, but it was only after she was fired from Stardom in Japan for attacking the president of that company. She is ruthless.
And their opponents first, they are the AEW Women's World Tag Team Champions, Holly Cameron, and the Team ES Champion, Willow Nightingale, Babes of Wrath.
Well, a true underdog story for the AEW, the inaugural AEW Women's World Tag Team Champions, Willow Nightingale and Harley Cameron, arguably the hardest tournament of any team, and yet they came out on top.
From Long Island, New York City, is the AEW Women's World Champion, Kris Statlander.
Of course, Willow Nightingale recently defeating Mercedes Moné to win the TBS champion, becoming the first 2-time TBS, or the first person to hold the TBS championship, and of course the AEW Women's World Tag Team Championship simultaneously. But almost even more important, the reconciliation with her friend Kris Statlander, the AEW World Champion. And we saw this past Saturday at Collision, Brian, how effectively these cosmic Babes of Wrath are as a trio.
Yeah, and I mean that says a lot about Willow Nightingale. She's was the first person in AEW to take Harley Cameron seriously, and then look at what a tag team they've become. She's repaired the once destroyed relationship with Kris Statlander. I mean, I think that says the world about who Willow Nightingale is as a person.
As Tekla starting things out with Kris Statlander. These two women have been orbiting one another for quite a while. The Toxic Spider with her eyes on the AEW Women's World Champion and that AEW Women's World Championship title.
Tekla seemingly playing mind games with Kris Statlander, tagging out.
Matt return, takes down Julia Hart, now front face lock. With the power, Kris Statlander comes into play. Statlander, the power comes into play, but also the agility of Statlander. Pound for pound, one of the most powerful athletes in AEW, Brian, but also extremely fleet-footed.
Yeah, her agility is incredible, especially when you compare it to her power.
Cazadora attempted, but there's the power coming into play. Julia Hart misjudged and paid for that one in one fell swoop.
And that's why she's our AEW World's Women's Champion.
Statlander setting up Julia Hart. Harley Cameron is legal for this trio. The assisted splash cover made. 2. Julia, though, fires that shoulder up off the mat. Harley, fireman's carry. Julia Hart, though, does a good job of escaping. Boot to the midsection. Hammer throw into the ropes. Nice roundhouse kick. Caught Julia. Charging in. Julia, a bit dazed, it looks like. Sling blade by Harley now. Cover made. Deep hook. But Julia, once again, more than equal to the task. Harley backing up to the corner. And Willow Nightingale and Harley, in a very short amount of time, have become the team to beat here in the tag team division, the women's tag team division, AEW. Willow Nightingale, cover, and again, Julia Hart kicking out, showing her toughness, Brian.
There's no doubting the toughness of Julia Hart or Sky Blue. I mean, I remember seeing just not too long ago, Sky Blue just bleeding buckets and relishing in it in blood and guts.
First ever women's blood and guts match just a few months ago as Willow Nightingale out, lands the enziguri, caught Sky Blue. Charging in, and fans, Maximum Carnage doesn't end tonight. The action will continue this Saturday on Collision. Maximum Carnage, and it is official by Tony Khan. Skyflight taking on Josh Alexander, El Clone, and the returning Kyle Fletcher on TNT and HBO Max, 8/7 Central, plus Marina Shafir, Zeta Steel, one-on-one this Saturday, and the in-ring return of Andrade El Idolo as he takes on Angelico. And plus Eddie and Ortiz taking on the grizzled young veterans as we're watching Kris Statlander, well, what cover made, Statlander and Willow, they call that the Long Island Railroad, that combination assault, and Sky Blue very dazed by that one, Brian.
Yeah, what a trios team this is. I mean, a team decorated in gold. We've got the AEW Women's World Champion, the AEW TBS Champion, and the AEW Women's Tag Team Champions all teaming together.
Dropped hold, wow, breaking news. Jack Perry, Anthony Bowens, one-on-one. The winner getting a shot at Ricochet in the AEW National Championship, but right now Sky Blue looking to steal it. No! The kick out, and this trios battle continues live tonight. Dynamite, Maximum Carnage, Sky Blue hammering away.
This is where the Sisters of Sin and Tekla can be very dangerous. They've got Harley Cameron isolated.
Tekla into the corner, trying to lure in Kris Statlander and Willow Nightingale. And this is where the Triangle of Madness are so dangerous, Brian, the mental warfare, in addition to the physical assault.
In addition to the strategy. Like, they're a team who's teamed multiple times.
Cover, two. Yeah, the Triangle of Madness definitely with the tag team, or the trios, experience the edge on the competition.
They have a lot of experience training together, teaming together. Not only just in trios action, but the Sisters of Sin in tag team action. They made it to the semifinals of the women's tag team tournament. Oh, and a boot right to the head of Harley Cameron.
And Julia Hart covers. Harley Cameron once again kicking out, keeping her team's hopes alive in this match, but you could see the tag team instincts.
Great ring positioning by Julia Hart. Oh.
And Harley up to her feet. Julia, a hammer throw into the Triangle of Madness's corner.
But you saw originally how Julia Hart with that chin lock had separated Harley Cameron from her teammates. And look at Julia Hart now. And Sky Blue with a drop kick to the midsection cover.
Cover is made, two, and what a massive upheaval that would be if a member of the AEW World Tag Team Champions, a TBS champion, or an AEW Women's World Tag Team or Women's World Champion were pinned in this match by any member of the Triangle of Madness.
That's one of the things where I feel like there's nothing but positive that comes out of this match for the Triangle of Madness. If they can pick up a win, they should at some point get a title match over whoever it is that they pin.
Yeah, we've seen that precedent before, Brian. It could very well come to pass with the Triangle victory here tonight. As Tekla, the Toxic Spider, assaulting Harley Cameron here. It's a trios battle tonight on AEW Dynamite Maximum Carnage. The Triangle of Madness taking on the absolutely gold-laden Cosmics Babes of Wrath. But right now, Tekla getting reversed by Harley Cameron, one half of the AEW Women's World Tag Team Champions. And Harley, she needs to tag out to Willow Nightingale, her partner in that AEW Women's World Tag Team Championship, also the TBS champion, or the AEW Women's World Champion, Kris Statlander. But Brian, as you mentioned just a few moments ago, the upside in this match for the Triangle of Madness is monumental. They could, with a victory here tonight, they could have their pick of almost any championship held by the opposition.
Exactly. I think there's nothing but upside for the Triangle of Madness. But Statlander taking out the Sisters of Sin on her own.
Meanwhile, Tekla, the Toxic Spider, in control. Harley Cameron inside the ring. But at least for the moment, Harley may have turned things around. Kris Statlander, AEW Women's World Champion, reaching desperately for the tag.
But can Harley make it there?
And not only does Statlander want to relieve Harley, get some fresh blood back into this match, she wants to get her hands on the Toxic Spider. As Tekla now charging forward, but Statlander, emphatic elbow strike. Tekla driven face first into the mat, but Julia Hart trying to creep in from behind. Statlander spots it. Crossbody intercepted, backbreaker. Julia driven down, dropkick attempted by Sky Blue. Catapult Sky Blue into the corner. Statlander, one by one, taking apart the Triangle of Madness here. On the move, the big knee to the side of the head. Statlander, the inside. Hart drives Tekla down. 1, 2, no! Sky Blue intervenes to keep the Triangle's hopes alive.
Great save by Sky Blue. She saved the match for her team right there.
Statlander went for a double lariat, didn't find it. Instead, meeting in the minds for the Sisters of Sin. Powerbomb by Statlander. Swing and a miss. Sky Blue on the move. And Sky DDT! Much needed for the Triangle of Madness, but in from behind is Willow Nightingale spine buster. Tekla, though, roundhouse kick, takes down the TBS champion, but Willow's partner, Harley Cameron, the backstabber. And Statlander tags out to Harley. Tekla could be in serious trouble here. Willow now legal for the Cosmic Babes. Harley sends Tekla down face first, and the senton from the AEW Women's World Tag Team Champions cover. 2-0, Julia there to break it up.
Great teamwork by the Babes of Wrath.
Oh, but great teamwork there by the Sisters of Sin. As Harley isolated by Sky Blue, and Julia Hart planted by Sky. But Statlander waiting in the wings, double clothesline by Statlander. Tekla kick to the midsection, elbow strike, drops Statlander to her back. Willow Nightingale just ran over the Toxic Spider. Now Willow Nightingale, the Babe with the power. Bomb, no, reversed. Tekla.
Reversal by Tekla.
Hurricane Rana ducks underneath. Elbow strike caught Willow right underneath the jaw. As Tekla now poised to deliver the spear, but Kris Statlander, I think she pushed Willow out of the way, just took the bullet for her friend. But now Tekla drive Statlander. Face first, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, this match. Triangle of Madness.
Tekla just pinned the AEW Women's World Champion.
An incredible victory for the Triangle of Madness. Kris Statlander, in trying to save her friend Willow Nightingale, put herself in jeopardy. And the Triangle of Madness, in one fell swoop, not only pinned the AEW Women's World Champion, but also defeated the TBS Champion, the AEW Women's World Tag Team Champions in the same match. Incredible. But fans, you are watching All Elite Wrestling on TBS, brought to you by Progressive Insurance, offering 24/7 protection when you bundle home, auto, and motorcycle. Learn more at progressive.com. And fans, we have had a chaotic night here in Phoenix. Let's kick it to the back and Renee Paquette for an update.